Welcome back to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. I hope you're well and staying blessed, enjoying life wherever you are. If you'd like to book with me, you can do so at the email listed in the description box. This is a Libra season read for my water signs. If you do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces highly aspected, this read is likely for you. If it doesn't resonate, let it fly and check out your other signs. This is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We'll be using this pretty much exclusively on my channel except for the pick a card reads. Those are also timeless. Check them out if you have the chance. The first row for your read will be your recent past. The second row will be your current energy. The third row will be your future. Bottom of the deck holds the overall energy for my readings. And we'll grab some clarifying cards for the end. All right. I hope you're enjoying life, and I am quite excited about getting into your read. You do have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Cards are trying to fly out on us, which is usually a good thing, but they're being rather chaotic, which I find entertaining, I suppose. I'll try to be entertained by it instead of annoyed, right? It's better to find entertainment, and if you can't like control the situation, I guess is what I'm getting at. Anywho, Ace of Swords reversed. Wow. 6 of Swords and 7 of Cups for your recent past. Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, water signs. Page of Wands. Judgment card. Oh my, they gave me 1 clarifying card. Really? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Sorry, water signs. You're only getting 1, and maybe if we're feeling it a little bit later, we can pull more. I'm gonna attempt to fix the lighting, and if I can't fix it, we'll have to do it on the after edit. Sorry. Still kind of hard to see. Well, that didn't really help that much. We'll leave it. I will have to fix the shine. Sorry about that. Okay, water signs. I do like to hear your comments, your constructive criticism, your tips. If things align with you, if they don't, if you just want to share your story, if you just want to say hello. I love all the comments. Love it. So please do comment. I don't know why it's so entertaining for us readers, but I think that any type of creative work, usually artists enjoy. Like feedback. I mean, ultimately we make it for views, so yeah, the feedback is definitely welcome, y'all. Alright, Knight of Swords is your overall energy. Very logical, quick movement with the Knight of Swords. Action, impulsiveness, defending your beliefs. Really very much feeling like you know what you feel is correct in this Knight of Swords. Now, your recent past is the Ace of Swords reversed, the 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. So the Ace of Swords is confusion, brutality, and chaos. Sometimes this occurs when we're being a bit impulsive about something that is not good for us. You might be defending something that isn't in your highest truth with the Ace of Swords in reverse. I realize that if you're a common viewer of my channel, that you know that I just in the past couple seasons started doing reversals. The Ace of Swords in reverse is probably one of the first that we've had in any read. I don't think I've ever had the Ace of Swords in reverse before, even on my own personal reads or like reads for myself. I've never had it. And like the fact that the Knight of Swords it is being impulsive. It's taking quick, rapid action to defend yourself. It would seem that you might haven't been defensive about something you shouldn't have been. And with the the Six of Swords being transition, leaving behind, moving on, you might be having to leave something behind due to your kind of almost impulsive behavior. The Seven of Cups is searching for purpose, it's choices, it's daydreaming. You could have lost out on something because you were stuck in a moment of daydream. You could have maybe impulsively made actions like towards something because you thought it was in your highest good or whatever. And because of that, in the recent past, I'm really getting like you focusing on your purpose, being very, very much focused on how to create emotional well-being. And with all that air energy in the recent past, you were logically, like there was some sort of a logical shutdown that occurred. You're defensive about it, but you're having to transition away from whatever it is, and you're like almost like confused about it and feeling like it's chaos, but you're just searching for the purpose in it, type of a thing. I'm sorry to hear that, water signs. That looks brutal. Like it, I mean, not only is brutality in the definition of the Ace of Swords in reverse, but I mean, this does feel like brutal energy. Like you were quick to make a decision and it didn't turn out in your favor, and you're having to like completely search for purpose and what happened, and transition away from whatever it was. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so we're going to go into the current energy, which is Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. You have two knights. A lot of logic and fire, or logic and passion. I'm sorry. You do have your queen, my beautiful water signs. You do have the Queen of Water, Queen of Cups. She is compassion, she is calm, she is comfort. The Three of Pentacles is going to be sometimes money, but it really represents as a definition teamwork, collaboration, building together. So having kind of like calm, compassion, being able to comfort and collaborations instead of almost being impulsive in the future. And the Knight of Wands, for your final definition, is action, adventure, fearlessness. It's double action on being more compassionate and calm in your collaborations in the future, because whatever you were quick and impulsive about in the past led to this ending that you apparently did not want. And so you learned a lesson in the current energy. It's very much about, okay, well, how do I show up so that I can better my collaborations, my efforts with others, especially if it was a work endeavor. In your recent past, in your future, you do have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Judgment card. The Six of Pentacles is the energy of charity, generosity, sharing. The Page of Wands is the energy of exploration, excitement, and freedom. The Judgment card is awakening, reflection, reckoning. Ooh, water signs. You are focused on the future, on being making sure that your efforts don't seem like they would be perceived as breadcrumbing. You are passionate about this. You're excited about this. You're having some sort of awakening and like really reflecting in on how your potential impulsive behaviors in the past led to a lack, and you're going to be more generous in terms of whatever it takes to create change. There's some sort of a call for you to really be honest with yourself with this card. To not be defensive to the point that you don't listen to the lessons that are coming your way, to not necessarily defend yourself or be impulsive in defending your own actions, because it will come off as you not being charitable, as you not being generous, and you're awakening to that if this is something you struggled with in the past. You're becoming very awakened to how you have control over certain situations as they might have manifested in more than one dimension of your life or more than one relationship or situation in your life, to the point that you are recognizing where you might have given your power away and where you've been impulsive, or you've not been necessarily logical in situations because of what you wanted. And because of that, it's led to others making decisions that were for their betterment because they had to do what was best for them, type of a thing. So water signs, if you're still following here on the lesson train, it would seem, for this read, because it's very much all about, I can't even believe I'm talking to a water sign in this read, but it's definitely a water sign that has unfortunately experienced time in their life where they might have appeared in the reverse. They didn't necessarily appear as that emotional energy with a filled cup. They more so would have been the opposite. So taking and creating chaos and to a point of brutality, and you transitioning away from that because the chaos might create some form of, like, I hope I'm not talking to a sadist. Oh my god. It might create some sort of pleasure for you, but it's obviously not good for your ability to build with others. What the fuck? Who the fuck am I talking to right now? Are you kidding? Okay, I'm sorry. That was kind of mean. But yeah, you're very much like recognizing where your actions have led to endings in the past, and where your ability to create is in emotion, and how you should move forward differently because of that. Your clarifying card is the Two of Swords. Making a blindfolded decision, difficult choices. Sometimes it's a stalemate. You might have to give up on something that you really thought would work out because it's just not going to, and you might be becoming very aware to that. And you are just, in the future, you're being very clear as to how your actions led to this, how you can make things better in the future, knowing that whatever this is over, and that whatever it is also is something that you have to replace. So you do have to kind of be very focused on, even if you don't have all the information, making a blindfolded decision to cut off behaviors in your life that don't necessarily create well-being. You're being awakened to that, and you're excited, and you're like, almost like, okay, well, I know I'm generous in this and this aspect of my life, and I know that these people really feel like loved by me. Yes. And you need to bring that energy to the table everywhere, because I'm not trying to like lecture you, but you are a water sign, and that is the energy that you create. So emotions are your transactional energy. You are able to create with emotions. It is going to always be better for you to have the ability to be calm and compassionate, and caring with others, because that is the energy that you were gifted with. It is your personality. It's literally what you're able to do. is to create more comfort and compassion and calm in the world by being more understanding and loving. That is that water energy. You know, you might be coming very clear on where you need to be more like generous and caring, and making blindfolded decisions to cut off anything in your life that doesn't enable you to show up like that, because you want to be that person. You know, you want to be able to create love and care and compassion in your collaborations, regardless of how they are in your life or what they are in your life. But either way, because you're a water sign, you're going to make these decisions to no longer maybe be impulsive, no longer maybe defend your beliefs or how you are, because you're now going to just choose to be compassionate, even if others are judgmental. You know, like this is some sort of a major lesson for you. And I would argue this is almost like a philosophical lesson rather than like just an everyday lesson, like a normal everyday lifespan lesson. This is very much like a Virgo season might have been a little rough for you, and it might have been awakening to how your behaviors and lack of compassion and being impulsive have created rifts in your life, and how, because you're a water sign, you're the only one that can create calm and compassion in those rifts type of a thing. And you might start making a decision to just do that, simply to start kind of like healing things that you might have been impulsive and just walked away from before. You're now putting the effort in, and it's going to benefit you in a major way. All right, water signs, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful season, and I will see you in the next read. Love you all. Bye.